boxing.
He was one of the first leaders that come out of sport and inspired a generation of people, not just through his boxing, but through life.
Kumbaya. Forget about boxing, it's too small. If you met him anywhere in the world, you'd have to say, I've never met anything like him.
This is the complicated, contradictory story of a man with a simple view of himself.
I am the greatest. You'll float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I am the king of the world. Hold it. You're not that good. Come on, man. I took up the world.
The city of Louisville in the state of Kentucky, on the banks of the Ohio River. A city of whiskey distilleries, tobacco manufacturing, horse racing. The Kentucky Derby is run at nearby Churchill Downs. One son of Louisville has a special place in the affections of his home city and the outside world. He was not given the name Muhammad Ali when he was born here in January 1942. Back then, he was Cassius Marcellus Clay, a black baby born into an America segregated by race. He would grow up to challenge inequality. He'd rage against the white man. But it was not a struggle fought from the depths of abject poverty.
When I went to Louisville, where he was born, and saw the little bungalow where he was brought up, actually, it wasn't sort of a really rough neighbourhood, really. He came from a sort of, I wouldn't say, called almost middle-class background.
That's the house.
There are many at the moment.
That little pink house there.
That's it.
That's where you were raised. You were raised there and Muhammad Ali was raised
From
there.
4 years old, I was 5 years old, the first moved here.
Let me ask you, was life good here?
It was mixed. Sometimes Dad would come in and help others with my mom and his readings with Mom, and but Dad was all my dad's fault. Mom was an angel. God bless her soul.
Mrs. Odessa Clay has some fond memories of her son.
He learned to talk before he was 1 year old, and he's always been a great talker.
Cassius Clay will be the noblest Roman of them all.
In those days, the best thing that a black person growing up in Louisville, Kentucky could hope for really was to become a public school teacher or a factory worker.
He was brought up well. He had nice clothes, got on the bicycle, which was stolen, which prompted him to get into boxing, well-worn story.
It was a rainy night, I remember. Came back, it was stolen, so I asked the man working to find the nearest policeman. He told me a fellow by the name of Joe Martin. He's downstairs in Columbia Training Center. So I went down and reported my bicycle. I asked him, could I learn how to box so I could beat the guy out if I catch him.
Of course, I know him as long as anyone. Started him off when he was 12 years old. He was always very talkative. I don't remember the day that he didn't read at least a chapter in the Bible before he retired at 9.
In the days of segregation, everybody practically knew everybody. We'd have yard parties, and Holly would be over in the corner shadow boxing, and we'd be talking to the girls. But he always was almost like he was destined to be what he is, because he started so young and he believed in himself. He was very cocky, even then, very confident that he was going to be a champion boxer. We would be going to school on the bus, and he would be running behind the bus, training, running and jogging, have on his boots and stuff, and we'd looking out the window, oh, Gigi's crazy. He's crazy. Hey, what is he doing, man? He ain't gonna make it, man. He's just crazy.
When you were a kid in Louisville, did you get involved in fist fights and things like that? I mean,
a couple. I can remember a couple of little fights when I ran, because it's kind of dangerous. One fellow was going for a rock, another was picking up a stick. It wasn't no referees or no judges, and I got out. It wasn't right. I've been in a couple of little scuffles, but I was so wrapped up in boxing since I was 12. I would always go to the gymnasium every day at 6 o'clock after school, and in the mornings I would run looking forward to the future Golden Glove and Olympic tournaments. And we had a local TV show called Tomorrow's Champions. It comes on in Louisville, Kentucky now, and I had about 45 fights on the show. I came up on it, so I was so busy I didn't have time to run the street game.